EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Jets and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. first third down. Blitz forthcoming as and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Cobb. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A gigantic sack on third and goal. A loss of 12. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Let's go! That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Cobb. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Flush to his right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Cobb. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Cobb. That one complete to Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
On 1st down, Cobb.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Cobb.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Cobb. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Let it run and it's picked. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
137 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my...
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock.
He's got a man, complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah,
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now a give to Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, We see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.